just gonna leave it at that. Just going to leave it like this. Go live. YouTube Creator Studio. What the hell is even going on? I totally didn't expect this. I don't know if I'm, you know what? Just going to put this real quick. I just put in the stream for those who are just wondering. I put in the stream and I'm still just setting everything up. Like, it's still a mess. Let me just get my tablet. Trying to get my tablet right now. I didn't even make a thumbnail or anything. I'm just like going crazy right now. So give me like a couple of minutes before I just set everything up, because this is going to take like a little bit. Have the chat ready. This, dude, this is so unexpected. God damn. I didn't even make a thumbnail. I didn't make anything. Like, I'm legit. I'm legit just like, I still got my Xbox right here. I got the PC version. Me just dancing in the hub with the new class. I got no clue what the hell is going on. I have the patch notes right here, which are in the description of the video. By the way, you can just click it and just go ahead and see. And yeah, let me just at least just have the screen ready up so you can actually see. Let me see if everything's just going on. So yeah, you're seeing it right here. There's the patch note for the new class. I have not done any testing whatsoever. I haven't even put the music, but yeah, here's the patch notes. You can just click it and just see in the description down below. I haven't even read them. Dude, I can't even type. I'm just like typing, just like going crazy. Sorry, it's just sometimes I just feel like this pressure going on and just, holy Jesus, you're loud. But yes, new class indeed. Just going to highlight the background music right here. Just pretty much read the patch notes. But no, but first. Here's the new class. I'm not BSing anyone. This is the new class. It's called the Bard. I already got a level 25 because I had level 25 tokens. I had no clue what, like, anything that is going on. Hey, Vlad, how's it going? If you do have level 25 tokens, you should at least level up this class to higher levels. Let me know if the frame rate is good on the stream, because it seems to be somewhat laggy on my tablet. Hold on. Let me just, hopefully it's not messed up. Got so many tabs on me, so not now. Yeah, the FPS seems to be quite bad. Give me a second. I'll fix this. It's just that I got like so many tabs on me. I probably might end up just yeah, I'm going to turn off the Xbox. I know why I have it on. I turned off the Xbox. Let me get rid of Steam. Um, did I even said anything? Let me see. So I got the patch notes right here. There's a lot to read in this patch note. So if you want to read it, you can go ahead and read it. But I'm just going to read it out just a little bit above it, and then just see how it is. So bars weave together stylish move and powerful song in order to buff allies, and they shall magic damage. So this is a magic damage character. And then bars use fist weapon to power up the strums of their loot. They have the ability to convert the physical damage on fist weapon. So this character can not only use the new weapon, which is going to be the loot, the little guitar, but it also has fist weapon. Or is it considered a fist weapon? Yeah, it's a fist weapon, so another fist weapon character. So probably the same weapon as the Vanguardian, but it's going to convert your physical damage fist weapon into magic damage. So this is another fist type character. That's nice. Bar can be obtained through crafting in the chaos crafting. I'm just going to say, I saw the crafting table on this is pretty ridiculous. So might as well just get a little bit of credits and buy the store pack, because the crafting recipe is pretty ridiculous. If you think that the crafting recipe on the boss banners is a lot, this is just ridiculous. I cost like so much. It costs 30,000 electronic crystal. It costs like one new material that is got in the GOK, so you have to do GOK. It's a lot of materials. It's ridiculous. So yeah, I'm going to showcase the crafting recipe in a bit, but it's pretty absurd, not gonna lie. And this class cannot be obtained in the Sweet 16 pack, so this is going to be obtainable in the new store packs. So the store packs that are just going to be available with the bar, which are not available, it also takes crystal, by the way. It takes a lot of geode and delve materials, like geo caves and delves. Alright. You know, there's not going to be the... What's it called? Every single player can test this class out. It's not going to be on trial, so you can just go ahead and log in and just level it up. I don't know why they don't give us like level 30 coins, but it is what it is, but you can use it. Okay. Passive ability. Melody used for Bard ability and is generated from the Bard song buff. Bard song is... What the hell is that? Dude, I'm like so all over the place. So, yeah. How do you get into the PTS? You pretty much just... If you do have the PC version of Trove, if you go into the top right, you can just select the region. And in the region, it's going to be North America, Europe, and there's going to be the private test server as well. On the Glyph... on the Glyph launcher. If you do have the Glyph launcher, just go ahead in the top right. Just click on the region and you can just select the PTS right there. But let me just go to the character. I don't care about any of these. Just hopefully like the frame rate is not too bad. Seems to be somewhat dodgy on my end. I don't know why it's so laggy on the stream. I don't know why it's so laggy. That's so unfortunate. Dude, I wish it weren't so laggy. I don't know what's going on. It's been quite rough, especially as I don't know why, like, even with my, on my editing software, it's been somewhat rough. The thing is, I didn't download anything. Let me just refresh. This is just going to be so rough if we end up being like this. So if the frame rate is bad, I apologize a little bit in advance. You know what? I can just go into the settings and I can just lower the video graphics. Probably was running at the highest potential graphics. Let me just go into U7. Yeah, that was probably the actual problem. No. What's going on? Can't you just even go into the other Uber? Yeah, you can. Yeah, that was probably the reason why it was so laggy. For some reason, it was running at the highest possible graphics. Like what? I got no clue of anything that's going on with the new class. So this is as new to me as it is to everyone out there. So as of right now, we don't know how good it is in terms of utility, how strong it is in terms of DPS, how good it is in general. The loadings are pretty awful, but yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, so, basic attack seems to be somewhat slow. I mean, it seems to be like, let me see. Let me see. It is slow. Damn, it is very slow. Look at this. This is 2.5, by the way. This is 2.5 base attacks per second. No gear, no, just a couple of dragons. This is technically the fastest one, obviously. Compare that to this. Quite rough. It doesn't seem to be the slowest one, but yeah, it is definitely on the below average category from the looks of it in terms of attacks per second. You can do it, dude. Damage multiplier is seemed to be like 1.5 if I recall, according to the patch note, but I haven't seen anything. Let me just go into another world. And let me just do Desert Frontier world. The dance is very neat. Yeah, that's for sure. It looks quite snazzy. I don't know why I decided to just go into a new world. What is wrong with me? The loadings are just terrible right now. No dicen precios de los nuevos packs, no. Yo creo que los nuevos packs todavía no están aquí en el PTS. Looks to be a buff type of character. Yeah, I'm such an idiot. I shouldn't literally just switch world. Like the loadings are just literally what right now. Like everyone's logging in and the server is like, no, too many people. In the meantime, let me just check what are those screenshots. Damn. That's the wait. Oh, Christology. Oh, okay. Yeah, I noticed the crafting recipe is pretty absurd. Let me restart the game. God damn it. There we go. Back. Back again. Back again. Level 20 costume seems to be pretty nice. Yeah, his ultimate ability looks really nice. That's for sure. I want to add the audio, but I don't want to mess with any of the audio right now. But yeah, okay. First, let me check my stats. I got 9k MD, so basic attack should be dealing 15. Okay, thank you for critting. Yeah, 14.8, so that's around 1.5 in terms of damage multiplier. In terms of attacks per second, so basic attack it seems to be like alright. Range seems to be like 3 to 4 blocks. 3 blocks. Yeah, 3 blocks. Three blocks basic. Attacks per second seems to be 1.5 as well, roughly, give or take. It could be more, it could be less. I'm not going to do like actual testing like per 10 seconds. Going to take like forever. Now the abilities. Now let's see. A parry attack dealing damage in a cone and grants the user an invulnerability bubble for a short time. Nimble Dance removes one melody. If used correctly during the Bard Sun, it will add one melody. So if melody is passive, the Bard Sun buff, so maybe that's part of the actual passive ability, just hitting with basic. Is it hitting with... oh. Yeah, it seems to be a type of thing. From the looks of it, it seems to be like if you hit with basic, then you get melodies, and you use those melodies for this. The dodge looks really nice, not gonna lie, by the way. I am going to die. Seems to be like a 2x. Yeah, that seems to be like 2x, the parry. That seems to be like close to 2.5. Yeah, I should be using that define. I think about it. I keep forgetting that I do have those. I'm not gonna use... why do I have Marshall? Oh. You get auto-equip some emblems. That's nice. I don't need emblems. I don't want emblems. That's the reason. I don't want emblems. Damage testing, you don't use emblems. So yeah, there's an ult. It feels kind of clunky, not gonna lie. What the hell? Okay. The ult seems to be like a extremely short cooldown. Oh. I think it's only arcane. It's just a pure magic damage character. It uses fizz, but it changes the fizz damage into magic. From I got no clue if it is both of them, but it looks to be only magic. I mean, it could be a magic and physical, for all I care. It's a pretty interesting class. So yeah, so from the looks of it, you hit enemies with basic, and you're going to regenerate some... I am getting destroyed. And you're going to regenerate some melody from the looks of it. The same melody is like those green blocks that you see down there. I do believe those are the melodies that you do get. For some reason. Like, I got no 100% clue. Oh, so that's... Ah, okay. So I do believe you hit enemies with basic. You regenerate melody in order to activate some abilities. I got no clue how to export an account. This is my PTS account and I got no clue. People say just /export account. Yeah, it is how it is. Whoa. I'm kind of understanding how it is. Doesn't look to be a really solo, like a really good solo strike. No solo strike, solo class. But depending on how good the buffs are, could be like a really powerful buff class. Like, okay, causes nearby allies to dance and gain increased movements with max energy. How much movements are we speaking? That's 20. So that's a 20 buff. So you get a 20 movements with buff. Or what? 6 now? What the hell? This requires a lot of testing. This requires a lot of testing. It looks to be like a pretty interesting class. So whenever you are in this box, you get plus 20 or at least plus 14. If this class doesn't gain any movement speed on level up. Which it probably does, yes. So this is a class that it gains movement speed on level up. Let's see what else do you get. It's 40, so that's 154. Does it gain jump as well? It gains 2 jumps. It gains 6 movement speed on default. Does it? It gains crit hit, so there's a high crit hit class. Because I don't have any gems and I don't have anything. So it gains crit hit, it gains movement speed. By the way, I don't know how to answer if this class is just going to be similar to anyone. Like, again, we haven't even been using this class for more than an hour. So I'm still just like completely new to this. It uses the same weapon as the Vanguardian. I wouldn't say it's the same. I mean, I'm going to get ranked. I got like no gems and nothing, and Uber 7. It seems to be this type of class that you use a lot of basic to gain melody, just to use that for buffs. That seems to be like the function of this class. That seems to be like the main function of this class. I need to read more into this. I'm going to read the Passion just off stream later on, but yeah, that seems to be like the function of this class. More of a pure support type character. It's not going to be a class that looks to be like very, very good for solo play. Okay, the damage bump. Does it increase my damage on this? Doesn't seem to increase my damage. Seems to be like a damage increase to all allies. So just from first thoughts, it doesn't seem to be like a very strong class for solo play. So for those who are just wondering how good this is going to be solo play, it's not looking to be very strong. It looks fun. That's for sure. It looks very fun. But it doesn't look too strong for solo play. That's for sure. Yeah. I'm using controller, I don't care. That's why I'm able to do this. I just connected my Xbox controller and that's it. But I have not. That's actually... Come on. Give me something. I need to be on alt. Probably. But yeah, that's part of the melody. I think the ability that appears on your head, it means that when you activate it, you probably get a melody. Yeah, that's from the looks of it. So whenever you get like a symbol on your head, you press the ability and And you get a melody from the looks of it down there, which you use those for buffing. That's how you're going to get a lot of melody. This is just a pure support type character. Yeah, it's just way too soon just to say, oh yeah, this guy is terrible, this guy is good, this guy, and it's on the PTS, still everything is just subject to change. It's probably going to change multiple times. But from the looks of it, just from the initial thoughts of just looking at the character, it looks to be like more of a group type of character, like a character that you use for delving and then such. And for dungeon grinding, doesn't seem to be very good, but it could be fun. But yeah, that seems to be pretty much how it does work out. Whenever you get those symbols on your head, you press the ability and you are going to get a melody on your character. Which you use those melodies for buffs. Very interesting. Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Yeah, it's always great. Like, I don't care if this class is bad or good, as long as it is new content and something new to do, it's fine by me. From the looks of it, at least it's visually, you know, pleasing. That's for sure. What? Okay. Oh. Animation bugs. Seems to happen. Now, question. That seems to be the next one that I should go for. Let me just increase a little bit on the PR on this character. I think I got one of each. What the hell? Fortunately, I don't... Wait, you know what? Before I do that, do I even have any... Got nothing. I legit got like nothing. That's such a sad inventory. Don't even watch. Just close your eyes. Let me just equip the Berserk Battler, see if I can get... any stellars. Give me that. Right there. It's so laggy to level up gems. I got 2 quest lines done. Hold on. What? What the hell? Oh, gem questline, no wonder. Probably got those because of a code. I actually put down that code like so long ago. And I forgot that that I just got it. Am I even 5k? I'm not even 5k. Let me just equip the stupid crystal helmet that I have right there. Dude, I'm pressing like literally every single button. Let me just get rid of... Oh, no. Get rid of all of you. You have no idea how laggy this is. Whatever. I remember I had those because for some of them I accidentally bought them. So that's fun. And for others yeah, that was completely rough. Now, let me just go into the Everdark. Luckily, I still got the glitch of getting just class junkie every time I just go into a port. Go into my DT. Oh lord. Oh lord, everyone seems to be doing them. I forgot. Yes, new class gem, whatever. Damn it, everyone has the sword down. Of course they do. Anyways, just going to run around and just get myself one. Gonna get all the way over there. Yeah, I knew for a fact that I wasn't supposed to be using the... Why am I using the Dynamo? Why am I not using the Knight, which is the class that I have the strongest one? Oh well. I will showcase the Bardin a little bit before. I need to get the class gem first. Carry me, you. Why is this so laggy? Oh wait, it's Trove. What can we expect from this game? Melody Master. Alright. Run button. Okay, so it's... Of course I get a 2-star, that's just my luck. So, Melody Master. The bar has increased attack range and Bard Saga increased effectiveness. Oh. Interesting. Holy, look at that range. Look at that range. That is ridiculous. It's like 6 block. 6 blocks in distance from like 3. It got doubled. Yeah, it looks like the Night Spirit Squire. Well, more like the Vanguard and I-Beam. It looks more like the Vanguard and I-Beam than Night Spirit Squire. Similar range, similar AoE, but definitely much weaker for sure. Let me just move to an easy world. It looks very nice. Wish I had more movement speed. Wait, I can get more movement speed. What is wrong with me? Where is my knight? Does my knight have a never mind, does not have a face. My Dino Tamer has... My Dino Tamer have it? I keep pressing all of the wrong buttons. Whatever, dude. It is what it is. Nah, he seems to have all of the fist styles, so that's good. Gotta go with this. Rawr. You, stop attacking me. $13. I'm 13. I keep getting those crits. Keep getting those crits. How much do I have? I got 38. Alright. 20. I'm doing 20 from 13. So yeah, it's still 1.5. Gotta sneeze. Alright. Yeah, that's so weird. It looks like a fun... What subclass do I have? Oh, it's just that I'm lagging. That's why. Just that I'm lagging like a mother fifer. Anyway. If the servers are just this bad, then yes. It's not going to register. Alright. I still don't know why is this a parry. Just leave it as it is. Lol. Look at this. You can't move. You are literally in zero movement speed when this, while holding this ability. And doing this just glitches out the guitar from the looks of it. His magic. His magic damage, yes. Even though he uses fist weapon, it is magic damage. So yeah. collection. I like the collection a lot. I love that lag. Oh, you don't even have to hit the enemy in order to actually get the melodies. Yeah, you don't have to hit the enemies. You can just throw them randomly and you can just get them. Just trying to get to the max stack of melodies. If anything happens. Oh, never mind. It just disappeared. So that's pretty much the game plan. Just do whatever symbol that you see and then just press the ultimate ability and you get a pretty much like a buff. Look at that attack speed increase. What the hell? Yeah, that's very interesting. They should do that with pretty much every single ability, I will say. Especially duration abilities, like most of the ultimate abilities. They should have something in the either in the top left or above the ability, just showcasing how much time does it have in terms of duration. It's going to be really nice. I want to see the movement speed increase. It's 87. That's a big buff. Is this percentage increase? So we got 58. Let me just get rid of these. So I am at 46. $69. 46.69 does 23. Does it increase it by 50%? Is it just base 23 or is it 50%? Let me just grab Trail. It looks to be like a fun class from the looks of it. Not very strong, but very fun, for sure. Unique. That's 87. 117. Yeah, it's 50%. So this character can just run quick. This is a fast character. You can literally just have an on-demand 50% movement speed buff that will last for how long? This is going to be a fast class. I'm going to sing the enemies to sleep. Okay. I love that. But that's interesting if this is so interesting. Because getting that movement speed buff is super easy. You can literally just do this and just get the movement speed buff. Look at this. This just with one movement speed item. And it's super easy to maintain. You literally can just do that and just maintain that, and super easy to maintain from the looks of it. In terms of pure movement, I can see this character being faster than Dino Tamer. In pure movement. I don't think in clear time is nowhere near how it is, but it can't do that. I mean, if you can one-shot with... If you can one-shot with either this ability or the backflip, I guess if this character... At the beginning, without the Clash Gem, I would have said, yeah, it's alright. It's not good for dungeon grinding, but... If it can one-shot, then it has potential with... It has potential of being really good for end-game dungeon grinding. In fact, for solo play. Now I need to check which of the characters has my movement speed. My Tomb Racer? Oh, you have hat. I need to see which of my characters has the movement speed face. Not the Shadow Hunter. Not my Knight. Not my DT. It's this character. Whatever. Definitely Chloro. Dude, I'm pressing like literally all of the wrong buttons. I don't think I even have to... I don't even have the materials to craft a fist. A movement speed fist. Hold on, I'm pressing all of the wrong buttons. God damn it. Yeah, nah. I keep pressing all the wrong buttons. Do I even have an ally that grants me movement speed buff? I have Rat the Berserker. I don't even have Prefect Penguin. Or Aviar. Or whatever, I just cracked Rat the Berserker because I need the movement speed. Crystal Weapon. Do you have movement speed? You don't. You don't. You... Okay. RNG coming in clutch. I see how it is. Come on, game. I don't want to reroll. I don't think I got enough tentacle to do a lot of rerolls. Really? I mean, I can just use Pearls of Wisdom. There we go, finally, my lord. Only took me like 7 million attempts just to get one. I got 82. Do I even have a banner? That's the big question. You have movement speed? Nope. I want to see if it is a percentage. Yes, you do. You have a percentage. Now going back into whatever this Uber. Now the moment of truth. First, I think I crashed, god damn it. But the moment of truth, if it is a percentage or if it's not, I think it's a percentage increase, a percentage movement speed increase, and I crashed, god damn it. Oh, Trove. Classic Trove. Now, time to see. Lag is ridiculous. So I got no, that's 92. With Trail, that's 112. 112 with those two. So that will be 142 with ally buffs. So if I get this, it'd be, yeah, 142. Cool. So I should be running at like around 215, roughly, give or take. Mental math is not working, but I should be running around 215 if I'm not lagging. Look at this. Definitely, that's 213. Yep, 50%. 50% movement speed buff. Has the same movement speed buff as Neon Ninja, for those who are wondering. You can run really quick. I'm not using even max C3 or max C4 gear. I'm not using Fire This, Vampire and Vanquisher. I'm not using any of those. New character for endgame dungeon grinding. For sure, I can see this get, or maybe even better for low delving. Holy, this character for low delving is going to be so ridiculous. Holy, I can see this class being super good for low delving, low mid delving, because you can literally just okay, if I hit one of my melees, I need to time the, but yeah, the thing is you cannot do the parry for momentum like at all. Like for sure you don't do this for momentum. Maybe the only option might be just to throw down this ability. What's it called? The Singing Crystal. For momentum. But if you want to increase your movement speed, just throw this down and you get a lot of the movement speed buff. So yeah, with the basic, it looks to be like somewhat solid, but the problem with basic from the looks of it is pretty low damage. Now everything from this kit is pretty low damage, so that's why I probably say it's for end games. U10 dungeon grinding, low delving, because this one is 1.5, this one is 2.5, this one seems to be like 2 times damage. So that's pretty much, that's right now with the current stats, with how it normally should work. Well, with how currently the character works, that this might be the way to use it for dungeon grinding. Do the parries only for you know, the parry for bosses, dungeon bosses, just to kill them one shot so you can move on. And for momentum building, just throw down the crystal, or just throw the crystal to everything. Crystal is life. Maintain movement speed buff. Looks to be like a really fun dungeon, like a dungeon type character. I want to know. PTS is private test server. If you're playing on the PC version of Trove, and if you have the glyph launcher, which is, you know, the launcher that you use to launch Trove, you can just select on your region on the top right, and you can just go ahead and join into the private test server. The test server is where the updates usually launch first, before they actually launch on the live server on PC first and then on console. But yeah, that seems to be like where the character's strongest seems to be, like endgame dungeon grinding, low to mid delving. Because here's the thing. Support characters are very nice, very fun to play, but they generally don't work too much considering how the game normally plays. But who knows, maybe the damage bump that you do get with the ult, because, you know, I haven't tested the damage bump that you do get with the melody ult. You know, I don't know. Like, for that one, I don't know how much do you get. Yeah. Wait. The packs already here? They added the packs? I don't think they added the packs. Rawr. Hold on. Need to stretch my legs. Because before this stream I was actually just grinding. I've been grinding on my main account at least an hour. I'm getting at least 500k a day just for the heck of it. Alright. Am I hype? Pretty much, yeah. I'm pretty hype. New character, new content. I'm always hyped for all of that. For sure. Any new tips for a new player trying to get stronger? Usually... the thing that you should prioritize. Obviously learning about the gems, learning about the... Yeah, pretty much learning about gems, learning of what gear that you should go for. It's always very important. So what I normally would recommend to any new player when they're starting off the game, I would probably just say just go into your adventures tab, and if you haven't completed the gem quest, which is usually this quest right here, usually the rewards is for gem dust, do this quest completely, just complete this quest for nothing, because you're going to get a full set of gems that are going to be useful in order to increase your power rank, in order to start with Uber 9, yada yada yada. And this is probably the best way to start with, starting with this one, and then after that one it's just gem grinding and gear grinding and such. I could go into more detail, but pretty much that's the gist of it. The crafting components, yes, they are out and they are expensive as hell. For this character, they are ridiculously expensive. So, if you want to craft it, it's going to be in the Chaos Core Crafter, and it's going to be in the Advanced class. You can see it right over here. But look at all of these materials. Have fun in just spending 500 crystalline core, 30,000 electronic crystals, 60 sentient shard, 75 bound brilliance, and 7,500 bardium, which is going to be a ore found in the geocaves. Yikes. It's pretty absurd. There's going to be probably new store pack. Well, there are going to be new store packs, similar to what they did with the Vanguardian with this store pack right here, the Vanguardian pack. There's going to be similar store pack, but for this character. So if you want to go with the credit route, then you can do so. But yeah, it is expensive. It is pretty absurd. Yeah, that better be a sweet 17. That's true, because they don't appear, this class does not appear in the Swick 16, and it doesn't work with class coins, so yeah. But I'm very surprised about the movement speed buff. I didn't think they were going to make a class that will match the Neon Ninja in terms of movement speed. I didn't think they were. I didn't think they will do that. It's probably the only reason is obviously because of the class gem, but even still, the class gem is not very difficult to get. Like having a class that can match the Neon Ninja in movement speed, it's not like it's a little bit slower, a little bit faster. No, this is the same movement speed as the Neon Ninja because it has the same base movement speed as the Neon Ninja at 46. Neon Ninja has base 46, this class has base 46. Neon Ninja has a movement speed buff of plus 50%, this character has a buff of 50%. But the thing is, Neon Ninja can one-shot really good, but this character has really good instant cast. Well, to be fair, the Neon Ninja has Stasis Blade, which does the same damage as this one. So I don't know. I'll probably say still Neon Ninja might be better, but this might be just like a really easy to use, very comfortable class. Like similar to the same realm as something like Dino Tamer. You know, the Dino Tamer is usually very popular because it's such an easy class to use. It's going to be pretty much in the same realm. I agree. Classes should be more accessible, but if they want to push in and getting more real life money, or more real money for them, then they need to put it very expensive so people buy the store packs. That's the thing. What's the weapon called? This character uses the fist, similar to the Vanguardian. There's going to be a fist weapon as well. Very, very interesting. I can see this class being used for dungeon grinding, especially on low dells, low portals, for sure. I can see this class being a low portal character for solo play, but for group play, I still am very unknown to see what do you get, because I haven't read the patch note fully, which I'll do it off stream. If you want to read it, there's going to be a link in the description down below. You can just go ahead and click it, and you are going to be sent into the forums with the patch notes. Pretty long one, so it's going to be a long read. I wanted to, instead of just being, you know, reading the patch notes and then just going directly from the patch notes to here, I just wanted to go into my first impression to the character to see how it does work out. And Yeah, it surprised me a little bit. I think it's better for me to do that. But yeah, new character. So, anyone who has used it, let me know your thoughts. What do you think of the character? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it boring? Is it fun? I'm not going to say if it is strong or weak. It's still the first day. Still subject to change. Looks... In terms of pure DPS, this is not a DPS class. But... looks to be... for me personally, I think it's a fun class. Very, very fun. Very unique playstyle. That's the worst time to call me. Yeah, survivability seems to be somewhat really good. Because of this, the parry. If I do recall correctly, this parry gives you invulnerability. So... that's very interesting. So, invulnerability is... can't speak to save my life. It's a very, very rare trait. I think this is the only class that actually has it as an ability. Don't quote me on it. Because if I do recall correctly, most of the character in terms of survivability comes from damage reduction and lifesteal. It's either or. I think this is the first character that actually has invulnerability. I mean, every single character can get invulnerability with unyielding, but... you know. I think this is a character that has an on-demand invulnerability. Oh yeah, Ice Age ult. I forgot that the Ice Age ult got invulnerability. After the buff to the subclass, I forgot. Yeah, 5-second invulnerability. So yeah, that's one. Oh yeah, the other one that I forgot is stuns. Stuns are part of invulnerability. Yeah, I keep forgetting that they buffed the... when they buffed the Ice Age subclass, they buffed the ult for some reason and gave them just a 5-second invulnerability. Like, what? Before it was just if you take 50% or more, you pretty much absorb the damage. And it just broke completely, it broke the ult. But they removed that, they just make it a 5-second invulnerability. Like, okay. Why not? Why not make it overpowered on an already pretty ridiculous ability? I still can't believe that you can have like an on-demand ult that gives you movement speed for quite a while, so you don't have to micromanage movement speed buffs. Hey, look at this. That's pretty ridiculous, not gonna lie. Shadow Tower? Pretty much nothing. The only thing that Shadow Tower gives is a little bit of rewards, but that's it. Shadow Tower got replaced by Dells pretty much. But Shadow Tower used to be like the weekly portal that you used to do to defeat the bosses to get the Lunar Soul, Titan Souls. But since the introduction of the Dells update, that pretty much all of that got moved to the Dells. which is almost exactly the same thing. You pretty much just throw down a portal. I have some of them right here. You throw down the portal, you join in into that portal, and just complete it until you can open the Shadow Evil, so you can get the Lunar Soul, Titan Souls, yada yada yada. Yeah, well, pretty much the Shadow Towers are only worth for those and for the bash. That's it. It's so sad, but it is what it is. You only do them for bash and for the fish in the lobby. Box? Okay. 125. Yeah, this. I'm gonna throw down a low port. The only problem is this character doesn't have Path Painter. If I had, well, not this character, this account. If I had Path Painter, I would literally be able to test everything out. Yeah, that's... Yeah. Yeah. Private Del score, not public? What the hell? For dungeon grinding, I don't see it. I don't see this character being better than Neon Ninja. For dungeon grinding, just because the Neon Ninja's ridiculous one-shotting capabilities. It's like, it's almost a match. Heck, I don't even see this character even being better than something like the majority of the character, even a mid game. But for end game, like for maxed out stats and such, I can see this character being an alternative for dungeon grinding. You know, to Dino Tamer or something like that. Level 1 Path Painter EU. Let me just go into... My lowest character is my Ice Age EU. Imagine. Nice. Oh, okay. So it's based around the highest... That's interesting. I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. If they allow you to change the depth that you want, and I will be like, oh, okay, cool, that's nice. But let me see. don't know. That means that you cannot do low del portal grinding. Unless they change it, but... the more data you go with a specific character, the higher that you will get on private. Hmm. The detention seems to be rough from the looks of it. That's so weird that if I... This is super weird. I mean, for corner grinding, I guess, but for low delving, that sucks. Oh. They're going to be so weird. I don't know why they don't just let us choose the difficulty that we want and just let us choose our highest difficulty being the highest delve score that we have achieved in Publix. That's it. I don't know why they try to make it more complicated than it needs to be. Like, legit, all we need to do, just make it so that, oh, you can reach as high as 135, 136. Let's just say something like that. When you open up private delve or whatever, you can just click on the ready button and it will tell you, oh, what delve do you want? Oh, let's go with this delve. You know. That's... so laggy, dude. Yeah, potentially a fast farmer for end games. A potential fast farmer for end game players. I don't know why they keep just trying to make it like this weird, complicated mechanics. Just let us just choose whichever difficulty that we want. That's going to encourage people to do more public so they can just actually keep increasing their public delve score. If they want higher portals, you know, to starting higher portals, but no. That's just me. That may be just me. This is just my idea, but who knows? This character is magic damage, even though he uses FS, like Vanguardian, but it's magic damage. Because when you equip the FS, it's going to say magic damage. But if you change it to Vanguardian, it's going to change directly into physical damage. I don't know. I don't know why, but yeah, it is how it is. Let me just... Oh, yeah. Dodge seems to be really good. Well, yeah, it seems to be like the way that you grind with this class. That basic attack, it seems to be quite rough. I had no bombs, so gotta do them normally. Right. I need to keep destroying dungeon chests just to simulate. Okay, lag. Thank you. Got no energy. Needs energy from the looks of it. Might go with energy regeneration if you really don't wanna. No. I don't know. Like I haven't checked about if it is true about the geomastery. I mean, if it is, and I don't know. In terms of pure DPS, Gunslinger or Ice Age is much more complete of a class. But yes, in terms of pure DPS, if you want raw numbers, then Gunslinger. Or Chloro if you're playing post regrowth. A basic attack. Kind of rough. Not gonna lie. Yeah, seems to me needing some ER. An ER ring. For sure. If you wanna keep maintaining the movement speed. I'm just trying to simulate, by the way, how would you speed farm with this class? Just with the limited knowledge that I have with this class. Yeah, that seems to be so fast. Like, I barely have any movement speed buffs. Or any movement speed in general, and I'm... Yeah, it's rough. Average multipliers are so low, which is a shame, but yeah. It's fun. Yeah, it's... Like, those crafting recipes is so absurd considering that you need so many electronic crystal for banner styles. You know, you need even more electronic crystal for this class. It's pretty absurd. It's pretty ridiculous. But, yeah. In raw DPS, the strongest character in pure raw DPS, depending on what platform that you're playing. If you're playing on PC, then obviously the current character with the highest raw potential DPS is Chloromancer. Because, you know, Green Gatling, even with its nerfs, is still pretty absurd. So yeah, that character with pure DPS, that is ridiculously high. And that is for single target DPS, obviously. Character that can dish out the highest potential DPS in the entire game. Which is a shame because that character is so strong, but it's so rough to use in everything. Subclass. Interesting. I haven't thought about that. Let me just go DT. Subclass. Does it even have a subclass? Oh yes, it does. It's a 12 crit damage. Sing yourself a little song when your head comes into battle. When attacking, gain Jubilant Peaceful and Battle Song buff in that order. Wait a minute. Hmm. Hmm. What? Does it even have a cooldown? The cooldown is so short. The duration is so short as well, but you get super frequently. It's a plus 30 movement speed. No. Get the movement speed. You got anything else? I know you get the movement speed. Huh? I need to keep I need to keep really close attention to what are these. You get a little bit attack speed, a little bit crit damage. And movement speed from the looks of it. You get a little, just a little bit, just a tad bit. So look at this. Look at my crit damage. I'm at 600 and 201 in the other one. And the movement speed goes away. And the crit damage just goes to 624 and the attack speed goes to 209. So the attack speed and the crit damage that you do get is very minimal, but that movement speed. So let me just go there. I do believe it's pretty much all. I do believe all of the one that you get from ult. From the looks of it, I think that's a subclass. So I do believe you get the Jubilant, Peaceful, and Battle Song. I do believe those are the 3 ones that you do get with ult. Jubilant, I do believe is the first one, the one that costs 1 melody, the one that grants you the movement speed. Peaceful is the one that grants you the healing and such. And Battle Song is the one that grants you the crit damage and the attack speed, which is the last one for the buff. The crit damage, that movement speed is so good. That movement speed is super good. If the cooldown were, you know, if it was like a big cooldown, then yes, I would probably say. But for pure movement speed builds, can speak. Really nice. Because this seems to be like a really short cooldown. But yeah, to answer the question for the Chloromancer is terrible for dungeon grinding. The only purpose of that character is just for really high single target DPS. That's the only purpose. You can use it. You can speed farm with it, obviously, but it's not going to be a character that is just going to be really good for dungeon grinding. It's only a DPS class. This seems to be like a really good top class for every movement speed purpose class, because it's really short cooldown. If it were more cooldown, it's going to be more powerful. And I don't know, just judging by this, I don't know what do you get for subclass levels, because I know the subclass level is the one that grants you the more crit damage. So this one is for levels, this one is for power rank. So with this character, if I had like a really high bar in terms of PR, I don't know, what do you get? Do you get more movement speed? Do you get more duration? Do you get more chances? Which I don't think you get more chances. But I do believe this might be like a duration type of subclass. Like it will increase the duration. So I don't know. We have to wait and see. Or maybe it could be the same thing as the Vanguardian subclass, which doesn't grant anything. It's literally exactly the same from tier 1 to tier 8 or tier 7, I should say. If it grants more movement speed, more than 30, this is undoubtedly the best subclass in the entire game for dungeon grinding. Like, it's not even going to be close. But with the plus 30 movement speed, I would probably still say it's probably the best right now. A plus 30 movement speed is really nice considering the really low cooldown. And if you use something like a Dino Tamer, for example, I'm using right here with no movement speed, only movement speed on my weapon, I'm getting a little bit extra movement speed. Not to mention all of the buffs that just keep stacking on one another. That's pretty ridiculous. Especially on something like Neon Ninja. Neon Ninja is a percentage increase, so it's going to get even more benefit. Which is... it's so ridiculous. It's going to be so fast that it's going to be uncontrollable, to be honest. Which is even... it's so ridiculous considering that... that's going to make classes that has a fixed amount of movement speed, like character that uses mounts that don't use movement speed, character that uses dash builds, it's going to make them a little bit less viable considering that more movement speed. So yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. Kinda, it's pretty good, not gonna lie. That plus 30 movement speed is so good considering that really... it's the cooldown. That's the thing that surprises me. Now I got it again. The cooldown seems to be really short. So even if it goes away, I'm going to get it very shortly again. So let me see if I can find it. No enemy, and there we go. I got it again. Super short cooldown. And it's constant. It is consistent plus 30. Even if it is for like 3 seconds, it's so good. It's ridiculously good for dungeon grinding. It seems to last for like 3 seconds, at least the movement speed buff. Let's see. Five seconds. Seems to be like 5 seconds. Let me just do another testing. Yeah, pretty much. Just destroy the dungeon and you are going to get out and just get all the movement speed buff. Because it gives you like a really big boost in movement speed and then just lowers it down a little bit. And then that's it. But it seems to last for at least 5 seconds. Which is even more ridiculous. I thought it was 3. But it's like 5 seconds from the looks of it. The cooldown seems to be really short. So yeah, might be a new subclass for... might be the new go-to subclass for speed farming. At least for me, for sure. Because the problem that I have with Lunar Lancer sub is that it is a plus 15 for 30 seconds cooldown. And Candy Barbie is 50-50 chance for plus 20. This seems to be like a less than 10-second cooldown for a plus 30. If they just keep it as it is, which I do believe they should keep it as it is, honestly. But hey, well, this is something. But yeah. Yeah, I doubt it. I doubt that it's going to be like more. Actually, I could check. Could lower below 5k. I could lower below 5k. Below 5k now. So I should have a tier below. Yeah, I should have a tier below now. So I'm going to remove ally. Ah, stop. Yeah, get out of here. I'm going to remove ally. Do I have Vampire and Vanquisher with this character? Hopefully not. Yes, I do. God damn it. Hopefully I don't get crits. And I got part of this. Of course I do. That's 84. This pirate is just being so annoying. Anyway. I got literally an increase on 1 movement speed. What? I literally go from 52 to 53. Okay, need more testing. Need more testing. Need more testing. That's why we do this. It can't be that. This is over 5k. If it is... Two more movement speed. So was I probably just mistaken because of the movement speed for the ally? I could possibly be the case because I'm dumb and I do be like that. If it is not... Oh boy. If it is not plus 30, then it's trash then. Oh no, hell no, it's not out on Xbox. We don't even have the Chloro rework, so... Plus 2 movement speed. I think I was just overlapping because of the... Yeah, light buffs. It's just harping, it's going crazy. 85, so that's 3. 3? Is it percentage? Bruh. Is it just a small percentage, small movement speed percentage? Let me see. Let me increase my movement speed. Well, yes, I do have trails, so that's 72. 75. I get 3 movement speed. But you literally get nothing. Now then, just looking at it like this. I thought it was plus 30, but no, it's not plus 30. It's plus 3. So yeah, the 5-6 second was from the ally. From this ally. It wasn't from this. Now I'm curious. Is it percentage increase? It's 85. It seems to last for like 3 seconds. I got from 122 to 127. But I think it's a percentage increase. $106. 102. Yes, I got 4. So it's a percentage increase. So it's not plus 30, so it's not as insane as we thought, but... So from the looks of it, it looks to be like a percentage increase. The new class is alright. It's going to be a pretty decent end game dungeon grinding class and low delve class, whatever it might be. It's not a class with really good DPS. It's a class that is pretty decent for utility. And it seems to be like a really fast class. I think I was just mistaking it for the movement speed buff that you get with allies, but it's not a plus 30. It seems to be a percentage increase, a percentage movement speed increase. So, I don't know if you know. Oh. So what I'm thinking is, on power rank you will get more movement speed, but you will get a higher percentage of that movement speed. So, for example, if it is, what does it cost to craft? A lot, like probably an organ, just to say the least. But what should I say? So, from the looks of it, from what I tested out, from below 5,000 power rank to over 5,000 power rank, 1 tier difference, I was getting 1 more movement speed. 1 more movement speed on the different per increase. When I increased my movement speed to over 100, I got 1 more movement speed. So I think it could be, right now it could be 4% of the tier that I'm at right now. It could be either 4% movement speed. Who knows? Maybe increasing more PR, maybe increases the percentage, meaning that if you have a high bar and you have the subclass, you will get even higher percentage. So it means if you do have really high movement speed, you're going to get a lot of movement speed buff. Now I will be testing it with the ult on Dino Tamer. How does it fly? I don't know. I'll check it out later. So ult. So with all the movement speed buff, I'm 179 to 172. That's 7 movement speed. That's a 7 movement speed increase. That's tier 2. By the way, and there's 7 tiers, so if it increases the percentage, then yeah, then we probably might be able to get plus 20, plus 25 movement speed increase with tier 7 bar sub. Because I was getting plus 7 movement speed. I was right now getting a plus 7 movement speed of 170. So if I do, let me just do a checkup real quick. character. I don't have any regems. Gems. Yeah, give me regems. From those of it, yes, it's based around PRs, but I want to do the testing now. Now I need to just get myself the Dynatamer with Pyro Disc. Now I need to get myself Pyro Disc to see if I get the +7. Okay, sweet. I got +3. It's a big increase. That's an insane increase. With all of the movement speed buff on my Dynatamer right now, I was moving at 175 from 172. With tier 1 Bard sub. At tier 2, I got from 172 to 177. That's 1 tier increase. So yes, it's percentage. But what is even more impressive is that it's only tier 2. Imagine tier 7, that's 30,000 power rank, Bard. If we might be looking at +15 to +20 extra movement speed, possibly even more, because, you know, it's percentage. We could be looking at a lot of movement speed right there. Because right now, how much was I getting? +7 movement speed? A +7 movement speed. That's 1 extra movement speed every 25. Every 25 movement speed base. So, on a standard character, alright, dude. Thank you for dropping by. So on a standard character, you can easily just achieve around 200 to 210 movement speed with full movement buff, and that's how just on a regular character without subclass. So 210, let's just say around 212, I think it is, without sub. So with a tier 2, you will be running, instead of 212, you will be running at 220 movement speed. With a tier 2. If it keeps increasing at this pace, we could be looking at from 212 to 235. Or from 235, even 240. Because it keeps increasing percentage from the looks of it. Because let me just do the testing one more time so you can actually see what I'm talking about. So, if I activate my old Trailblazing and just, it activates everything. I'm running at 175 movement speed. That's a +3 movement speed on 175. That's tier 1 Bard sub. So if I increase it to over 5k, let me just put at least the full set, which should be a tier increase from sub. The insane part, it is, obviously since it's percentage, it means the more that you have, the more that you get. So characters like the characters that have movement speed buff are going to see even more benefit. Neon Ninjas are going to be... Neon Ninjas are going to fly. Because it's percentage on percentage. No, don't waste my pirate disc. Give me my sub. Don't waste my pirate disc. Don't waste my pirate disc. No. And it wasted my pirate disc. Of course it did. So sad. Just to do all of it. All of that in the same at the same time. There we go. 179 movement speed from 172. That's a 7 movement speed increase. So that's a +4 difference in movement speed from one tier. And I'm missing 5 more tiers. If we're going by this same logic and by this same percentage increase at 172 movement speed, instead of just running at 179, we could be rocking at 192. Because, you know, 5 times 4, 5 tiers, 4 movement speed per tier, that's 20, so 20 more movement speed at 170. At 200, that could be probably like 25. 24, probably, yeah, no, definitely more. So yeah, it could still be like a +30 movement speed increase, but only if you do have all of the movement speed buff active. And with Neon Ninja, that's even higher because, you know, that character can reach 300. That's why percentage increases are just so insane. From the looks of it. That has to be probably for me the most impressive part. The subclass. The subclass definitely is the most impressive part. It looks like a very, very interesting subclass. Even if it only granted like a +15, that's really, really short cooldown, it still makes this class, it still made the subclass like the best subclass, like for movement speed purposes. Because the only problem that I have with the current movement speed subclass, which is Candy Barb, Ice Age, and Lunar Lancer, is that either they have really high cooldown, they give a really small amount of movement speed, or they are random, which Candy Barbarian is random because it's a 50-50. Lunar Lancer, it has a 30-second cooldown, so it's a lot. And Ice Age only grants 10 movement speed, which is not enough. This one is really short cooldown. It procs very frequently, like the chances of it proccing is really, really good. Like really, really high chances. It seems to be almost guaranteed at this point. And the movement speed seems to be percentage based, so you get more benefit the higher that you do have, which is very good for, you know, for speed farmers. Which in my opinion, that's what movement speed buff should be. So technically most of the characters nowadays now have movement speed, a percentage movement speed buff. That isn't just, well, technically every single character can get a movement speed buff percentage, but that is just via a glitch. I like this. I like that. I like this about this subclass. Well, this class in general. This class is fun, I will say. Fun class. Very interesting. Not the strongest. Could potentially be one of the lowest DPS in the entire game. From the looks of it right now, which is fine. We don't need every single character to be, you know, top DPS every single time. But it's got levels of utility. Not only to, like, even to himself, like, even this utility are just ridiculously good. Ridiculously fun. And yeah, I think I've done pretty much all of the testing. If you need more, well, if you got more questions, just let me know. I'll try my best just to answer as much as I can. Obviously, this is still day one. I've only played this class only during this stream. And from the looks of it, seems to be very, very interesting. Very, very, very fun class. But yeah. Best AoE DPS. It depends. It all depends of how many enemies that we have. Because if we're talking just pure straight up numbers, that could possibly be Gunslinger again. Because AoE Gunslinger is ridiculous. But if you have so many enemies just clumped up together in one same spot, then that would be Ice Age. Because Ice Age class gem is broken. It all depends on the situation. Usually, if you want like pure DPS classes, it's usually either Gunslinger or Ice Age or Chloro. Chloro, Ice Age, Gunslinger, those are like characters that you should look out for if you want pure DPS. None of, like, the only character that is just decent at, well, not decent, but just pretty good at dungeon grinding and at everything else while having high DPS is Ice Age. Because, you know, Ice Age kit is it literally works in every single content. Because honestly, in Trove, like, DPS doesn't matter too much. It only matters when you're doing Leviathans and Delve bosses. That's it. But most of the characters doesn't usually take advantage of that really, really high DPS on most content, because for dungeon grinding, you want character that can one-shot. Really good. Like, character that can consistently one-shot without losing a lot of movement speed. That's when it's stuff like Neon Ninja, you know, characters like the Neon Ninja, Dino Tamer. Well, Dino Tamer not necessarily is the #1 class when it comes to just dealing one-shots, but, you know, Dino Tamer is right there. You know, I always go with like characters like the Knight, characters like the Vanguardian. Those two characters also are really good for pure consistency in dungeon grinding. So yeah. Yeah, it's an interesting, it's a fun class. Very, very fun class. Very, very, very fun class. I need to at least make a thumbnail for this character, which I haven't done it. Oh well. Short explanation of the ability. Basic attack. The reason I have a really long basic attack is because of class gem. But it's very weak, but you need to use it a whole lot. Pretty much all of the abilities for this character are just very weak in terms of damage output. So don't expect any high DPS, any high damage output, any one shots. Don't. So yeah, in terms of like basic attack is meh. In terms of pure effectiveness, but it's fun to use. This parry backflip thingy majiggy that you see right there, this is a, you know, a parry pretty much, but for the most part is like an invulnerability state. You pretty much are invulnerable for 1 second, so this is going to be like your survivability type ability, but for the most part you will be using all of the abilities that you see on the top of your character, which I'll get more into that with the ult. The crystal, which you pretty much just throw down a small crystal that when you activate the ult it's going to have like the same ultimate ability buff, but if you activate it again, it's going to detonate, dealing damage to all enemies around it. And the ultimate ability is just based around your melodies, which the melodies, if you are seeing above my character, you're going to see those green bars, if we want to call it like that. Those are melody, those are part of the passive ability, and depending on how many you have, that's the ultimate ability that you can cast. So for example, I have 2, I activate it and I get the first ultimate ability, which is a movement speed buff. It is an insane movement speed buff that grants a plus 50 movement speed when you have the class gem, a plus 50%, mind you. Without the class gem, I don't know how much it is, but with the class gem, it's plus 50%. Class gem pretty much just makes it so that the basic attack has longer range and all of your ultimate abilities, buff, grants, you know, all of your ultimate ability buff grants more. So just to explain, let me just type in FOB 75. Yeah. Alright. Now to explain how to get what are those symbols that you see on top of your character. So those symbols that you see on top of your characters are just going to be some actions that you do with your bard. If you're in your ultimate ability, you're going to get some of those symbols on the top of your character, which pretty much indicates all of your abilities and your dodge and your basic. Doing those is going to increase your melody counts that you pretty much see down there, and in order to get, you know, stronger ultimate abilities. Well, not stronger, but a different ability. So you can just activate this and you have the attack buff, which I do believe it grants you pretty much max attack speed and grants you some crit damage. So yeah, and not only to yourself, but all nearby allies. If you throw down a crystal, pretty much every single ally is just going to have max attack speed, which is kind of meh for endgame content, because pretty much it's so easy to reach max attack speed nowadays. But hey, at least it's something. The only one that I will probably say that is just insanely good for solo play, it has to be this one. The first ability. The first ability is super insane. Plus 50 movement speed buff increase. This is what is going to make this character really good for low delving and dungeon grinding for low portals and or high end game, you know, for people that are just maxed out. Because that plus 50 movement speed is ridiculous. It's super good. And you can dance. Pretty much the character will be dancing. Yeah, that plus 50 movement speed is really, really nice. Yeah, that's pretty much how the abilities works from the looks of it. Don't expect any high damage output with this character, but hey, at least it's very fun. Just for my first impression, the things that I would like the character to be, just to, you know, be improved upon, might be a little bit extra, a little bit more damage on this ability, on the crystal. Because I do believe even if it is just a, it's supposed to be like something that you activate alongside your ult, that grants a lot of movement speed increase to not only yourself. Oh my god, you can get a plus 30 extra movement speed. I mean, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty absurd. But if you get out, do you get it? Or does it remove? Yeah, it does remove it. I mean, technically you can move in a little bit quicker. I didn't even take that into account. When you throw down the crystal and you activate these two stacks, and you get a plus 80% more movement speed, which technically makes this character the fastest moving character in the entire game, even faster now than Draco. But it's just very specific. But yeah, I'll probably just say just at least increase the damage a little bit on this one to, I'll probably say even 4.5. Making it 4.5 would be really nice. I don't know why this lowers the movement speed by so much and for so long. Like, it feels super clunky. This ability just feels super clunky. And the fact that it completely kills your movement speed. Imagine if it didn't just lower your movement speed. The fact that you could just do something like a backflip without losing any movement speed would have been really, really nice. Doesn't need a damage increase. If they want to go with that route, just being a support, just only increase the damage on this one. Let me see, what do you even get with this one? Get more health. I don't know what you get with this one. I still need to check what do you get with the other buff. I think you get a little bit of a healing buff. I mean, I need to read out the patch notes in order to know what everything that's going on. But yeah, those are my only those are my only two things that I'll probably say just they need to just make this character, because I don't think this character needs to be just super good in any way in terms of like damage output. I like the fact that they're going with a support only class, even if support doesn't necessarily work a lot in Trove. But the playstyle is just very nice. It doesn't feel too strong. It feels weak, but at the same time you can make it work, because it still does work really nice for, you know, for some content. It's not like the same thing that it was with the Chloromancer. The Chloromancer was before the regrowth. It was a character that, you know, DPS was not the best, and it wasn't necessarily good at anything. Now it's just ridiculous for single target DPS, but I'd probably say just the thing that would be great to make for this class would probably be just make it so that you don't lose any movement speed whenever you're doing your invulnerability. Make it so that it works similar to Shadow Flip on the Neon Ninja. But Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm going. At least even don't make it, you know, this 2 ability doesn't feel, won't feel too clunky. Because that's the problem that's the only problem that I have. The damage multipliers are just too low. Way too low. You know, the highest being 2.5. That's a joke. That's literally like, and the damage multiplier is literally the same as the Knight basic. That's nothing. So making it at least 4.5, make it so that it doesn't lose the movement speed 100%. And oh, that's Abby. I didn't know that Abby just came back. But yeah, that's where I'm sitting at. Those are the only 2 problems that I have with the class. Super interesting, super fun. I don't think the basic attack needs to be very strong. I mean, if they want to make it stronger, at least do 2. Because it's not fast. It seems to be... It's just the animation that takes a while just when it's charging. I'm at 176, so... To put this into comparison, that is my 176 attack speed versus, let's just say, 154 on Vanguard. You know, this one's slightly faster with less attack speed, and this basic attack is only a 1.5. Revenant is this one. 1.25. Seems to be around the same range. It's just that it attacks really fast, but it has like that delay. It has like the same problems as something like the Boomeranger. Like the Boomeranger has really fast animation, but the problem is that it takes so long. Like this one. Like the animation takes a little bit longer, and same goes with the melee. Fun class. Not strong, not weak. Really good subclass. I really would like to test out like the subclass on a really high PR. Because that subclass has potential of being super super ridiculous. It's potential. Like it really does have really good potential. Because it's percentage. But yeah, I think I'm about to end the stream. I've already tested out like everything that I needed to test out with this character. For the most part, I already gave away my opinions and my first initial thought. You know, everything is pretty much subject to change. I still haven't read the patch notes completely, which I might just end up doing that right now. But even still, like, it's always a good thing to get a new class. I don't know when this is going to launch. It just dropped here on the PTS. and I don't know when this is going to drop on PC, even less how when it's going to drop on console. Hopefully anytime soon. Maybe if they can hold, you know, maybe they could hold the regrowth plus crack the cord. My God, I can speak. Plus this class all in one update, one big package for console. Like, that'll be really nice. But I wouldn't be surprised if they just don't drop it all the way to like later later this year. To be honest, on console. On PC, we still don't know. It's still day one. Everything's just subject to change. So keep being on the lookout on the forums. Whenever there's going to be a new update, I'm going to post it on my Discord server. So if you're not part of the Discord server, make sure to join in. It should be a link in the description down below. So join in into my Discord server. Make sure to let me know platform, power rank, region inside the Discord server. And that's it. And you'll get notified every time I do a live stream or every time I post a video. Or also, you know, in this case, as I will be posting, you know, all of the patch notes for the PTS. If any new update just comes out, and then yeah. So yeah, also might just end up doing the same kind of similar format on my Twitch. So make sure to follow my Twitch at twitch.tv/John9094. Will be the link in the description, as always. Hey, Yellowwing. Ya estoy un poquito tarde, estoy a punto de terminar el stream, pero si tienes preguntas, well, if anyone has questions, just let me know. But yeah, I love the idol, the idol thing, just playing a little bit with the guitar. Ding, ding, ding. But yeah, follow me on my Twitch, where I might just do this similar format in the next couple of days, maybe tomorrow, maybe on Sunday, who knows. But in the coming days, I will be doing a similar style live stream, but on Twitch. Magic Damage. Usa Fist como el Vanguardian, pero es Magic Damage. But yeah, thank you everyone for dropping by. As always, this has been a fun, unexpected stream. When I just saw this, I was just like, what the hell should I do? I'm just going to type it in on the Xbox chat, you know, on all the clubs, just letting everyone know, hey, the new class is here on PTS. If you want to check it out, you just go ahead, you can check it out. And I don't know. Bueno, para farmeo, yo diría como tiene un caso similar como el Dino Tamer, pero un poquito más extremo. Necesita muchos stats para hacerlo efectivo. O si quieres usarlo en portales bajos, puedes usarlo. Es un class que el daño es bajo. Daño es bien bajo en el class. Daño, DPS, todo ese tipo de cosas, todo eso es bajo. Pero todo tipo de utilidad es excelente. Tiene un movement speed buff de 50% con Class Gem. Y lo puedes activar bien frecuente. Tiene una habilidad que es bien rápida para activarse, aunque es suave, pero la activa súper rápido, como que puedes activar esto. Lo único que tiene un poquito de problemas son con una que otra mecánica, obviamente el daño y una que otra mecánica de personajes como este, por ejemplo. Esto te quita el movement si paciente por completo. Este tiene cooldown y no quita mucho, quita bien poco. 2.5 una basura. Para una habilidad de cooldown es una basura. El ataque básico es el auto, como que, tú sabes. Tiene buen range, tiene buen... No es tan rápido, es lento. Y da bien suave también. 1.5, bastante basuro. Y este, pues tú sabes. No solo te quita el movement speed completo, pero la utilidad es buenísima porque en el tiempo que estás haciendo ese backflip eres invulnerable, no coges daño. Por un segundo entero. Buenísimo. Y el ult, pues tú sabes. El ult tiene muchísimas cosas que explicar. Pero la mayoría del tiempo vas a estar utilizando para ti solo, vas a estar utilizando la primera, que es el del movement speed. Que es el del movement speed 50%. Eso es lo más TLDR que yo puedo decirlo, pero es mucho más que explicarlo. Te sitúa la descripción del video, está ahí en los patch notes y ahí puedes leerlo todo. Pero sí. Y el subclass es potencialmente el mejor subclass del juego para movement speed. Pero necesito un Bard por lo menos 30k o algo así para por lo menos testear eso. Pero es interesante, es lo único que voy a hacer. Eso es lo que es interesante. El mundo está diciendo que es basura. Isuzu for Lock Horizon. That's very true. Isuzu Lock Horizon, and I need to watch season 3 of Lock Horizon. Probably going to do a rewatch of the anime entirely from zero. Pero así es interesante. Este, lo único que tienen que hacerle. Lo único que tienen que hacerle es esto. Lo más que me dejó como que, ¿huh? Fue ese Movement Speed Buff y el subclass. Anyways. Sí, yo también. Al principio cuando yo lo vi sin eso, dije, ¿cómo te va a atacar? Le voy a meter la azote ahí con la guitarra. Ay, no. Encima el casco. Solo que se va a escuchar. ¡Tonk! ¡Tonk! Audio. Yo no he escuchado los ataques de este. Ok. Ok. Espérate. Hold on. You. Shut up. I'm going to increase the volume a little bit more. Quite a bit, actually. De hecho, todavía no han puesto el crack de core. O sea, falta el crack de core, cloro rework y ahora este. Ok. Ok. Eso es la canción de Trove. Ok. I guess. Solamente quería escuchar la música. I just wanted to hear the music. Yeah, you dance. Of course, because it do be like that. When you're old, you pretty much dance. Especially in this one, like this version. Bueno, sí, un bard. O sea, sí, tiene que ser un músico. Pero sí, no sale músico este hombre. Anyways, eso es todo lo que quería chequear. I'm done for today. Thank you everyone for tuning around as always. Discord server in the description down below. Join in Power and Platform region, please. I don't want to kick anyone. I already kicked so many people because they don't even listen to. Whenever I tag them like 5 or 6 different times. Shame, but it is what it is. Twitch. Mostly I do most of my live streams on Twitch. So if you want to just join in into my Twitch channel, follow there. I do most of my live streams. I do it right there. Same, literal. Pero I'm out of here. I'm done for today. You can just test out the class yourself if you go into the private test server. Just log in into the Glyph account using the same email that you have login with your regular account. On your Glyph account, and yeah, just join in the region on the private test server, and you should be good to go. Oh, okay, here it is. Sorry. Before I go. I haven't read the patch notes, obviously, because I do be dumb like that. You get a movement speed increase of 2% per tier up to 15% at max level. 15% movement speed. That means if you are running max movement speed equipment, you should be getting at least 30 to 32 movement speed on a really low cooldown buff. Pretty nice. Anyways, Mm. Some series an explosion around the bar in 6K. No, 6A 600. There's that 6 times. Temporarily redirects aggro's to the player. Pull up nearby island for 50% attacks and crit 30 crit hit. Looks to be crit damage. Removes 5 melodies. Increase plus 30 movement speed. It's plus 50. Damn, dude. Plus 50 movement speed. It's ridiculous. Sí, deberían hacerlo. Deberían hacer algo con los electrocristal. Ya está, ya se necesita demasiado a este punto. Ah, ok. Es 1.5 con 6 melody es 3 y con 11 6.5. De hecho, pero llegar a 11 melody eso es un asco. Mm, no sé. Yo diría que por lo menos bajarle de 6 a 3. Melody de 11 a 5. O de 11 a 6 por lo menos melodies. Para que por lo menos dé mucho daño. Porque es que de verdad 6 melody no es fácil sacarlo. Falta demasiado para quitar 3. Para eso uso no me la activo ulti, tengo 3.5. Ok. Hmm. Additional update. New crafting tier, new Crystology, Barmancologist. Oh boy. Prepárense a subir Crystology a 300. Woohoo. I mean, Bardium. Se consigue en tier 5. Ya se sabe dónde todo el mundo va a estar farmeando Flux cuando salga este update. Mm. Ah, no trophies. Ah, no custom to Dispel Divinity. Nice. Esto es lo que yo quería saber. This is what I wanted to know. Entrance dev in private delve will now be based on account performance in private delve and no longer be based around the current class performance in public delves. The entrance for public delve is still based around. Oh boy, that's. Bueno, disfruten grandear en del bajito desde ahora. Yeah. Eso es muy asco. Demasiado, requieren demasiado de mucho Electro Crystal. Hay que hacer algo, de verdad, honestamente. Es mucho. Bueno, yo voy a apagarla aquí. Ya hice lo que tenía que hacer. Aquí está, aquí fue el directo, el stream o whatever. Que esto. Pero sí. I'll leave everyone out there. As always, everyone, take care and keep on hunting.